I had a kangaroo suit at Glastonbury once. There's a picture of that somewhere.
That's pretty good.
I'll take kangaroo. Why not? They got good kicks. I'm a leg man, you know.
You're already brown, so you can just put the ears on.
Start jumping around. I'm a kangaroo. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Marvelous. You know what? I was very nervous about the pick in either direction, to be honest, and Vitality were looking strong on Dusty, but here we are. It's 1-0 FPX, so I'm feeling a little more confident now, but it's not over for Vitality, but it might be in his pistol round. Oh my god, this is so back and forth. The trades continue. I'm not even sure if Emmy stopped running there. Just W all the way.
That is an FFA DM kill feed right there.
Yes, it is. The USP for either side. Emmy wondering where Shox could be coming from as he slinks away under the balcony. The shadow of the balcony. Oh, he's got an angle on Shox as well, and there is the final headshot. That was a pistol round.
Crispy. Look at all of the deaths on the minimap, all up lane, trying to figure out whether or not they're going to go arch or up through bracket. And FPX win the round. It's kind of nuts because yesterday, this was a map where FPX, I mean, they just made so many mistakes that it felt like they should have beat NIP, but at the same time, they just also, it was so disappointing to see some of the tactics they would try, like flashing, just running through a smoke on B when the rotations were a bit slow, not playing together. But then on the bright side for FPX, you think, okay, well, there's game tape directly for them to figure out what they did wrong. I mean, you don't learn off of your wins in the first place. So, if anything, we can have some faith that they've made some improvements on the fundamental errors they made yesterday, I would say. And also, Farley's playing a lot better today, clearly, than he was yesterday. So maybe there is room for potential win for FPX in map number 2.
I love how focused Stiko is on the cameras. He's not like giving too much emotion away. He's just focused. Even when they lost the game yesterday, afterwards, he could just see how tunneled in he is on the game itself.
Yeah.
And that's fantastic to see.
Yeah, he's got a good head on his shoulders, understands doing the content parts, having kind of a brand, but also being a professional very seriously, and himself very seriously.
He has a custom-built keyboard, so you know he's not messing about.
Right.
50 seconds on the clock as Zywoo and co try to offer something, an exchange of HE grenades, but Zywoo has a superior angle. That smoke causing big problems for FPX, and weapons are dropped on long. There's some jump peeking happening, and Masuda's got another smoke grenade. So this round, I don't think is really going to go very well for FunPlus Phoenix.
Yeah, not to say they did anything wrong here, but it's getting ugly. Flash will come in, actually. Oh my god, that's like a 2015 Flash. Waiting for Happy on the other side of the smoke, and they leave a player there as well. This is wonderful stuff from FPX. Bomb could potentially get planted with the smoke still up, no problem. Spam comes through the smoke, but it's off the mark. And now things settle a bit. Oh, another wonderful kill.
Yeah, that was real nice. No more utility for FPX. Vitality of 2 Desert Eagles and the flashbang, but that's not going to be in use as they are starting to creep in. Maiden, that was very fast from him. They know where Kyojin is now. Just need to play the numbers game here. He's got to defuse the bomb. Don't give him a chance to win the round. He doesn't have a defuse kit, so he's got to go quickly, and Farley will put him out of his misery.
Well, shit, James. That round was supposed to be over.
Yes, it was. And I have to give credit to the focus again from FPX, because I feel like a lot of teams with only 3 players left aren't going to have that spacing with the last guy. So if anything funky happens, he can clean up.
Here's the thing. They drop that flash behind the smoke, so Masuda's staring at it. But in today's CS, you can't just drop a flash, right-click a flash, and the other team will hear you now because of the update, right?
Yep.
So they have to have some distraction. So if they let that settle too much and they make it completely silent, then they throw that flash, Masuda turns around. But they kept just enough chaos and kept it just fluid enough. They responded right away to the thing. Stiko said, I'm flashing now as you guys are moving out. You guys are throwing your other nades. It's too hard for Masuda to hear. He eats the flash fully. And Stiko also waits in the back behind the smoke, which is huge. So even when that push comes through, he catches them off guard. Really beautiful recovery.
Yeah, I think the best example of that late last man is when the T's are going outside nuke towards Secret, and you just got that guy hanging around T-Red in case of a flank and so on. That's
Everyone's been, sitting in the smokes these days.
Yeah, a lot of that's happening at the moment. It's interesting, actually, looking at, I wonder, I don't really know much about like game engines and so on, but if you look at Apex Legends, right, it's built on the Source engine. I'm not sure if it's the same Source or Source 2 or what, but...
Source is just modified.
They... there's a character Bangalore that has that uses smoke grenades basically, and they reduced the I think the amount of particles or something, and you could kind of see through it, but they fixed it. But I don't know if there's like more that can be done in future with smoke grenades. But That is definitely. Do you know what? I'll just ask them. I'll send them a message or an email or something.
There it is.
But anyway, we got 3-0 Vitality.
Conference call, I'll join.
3-0 for FPX rather, and ZywOo will be out with the AWP. ZywOo or ZywOo for the French. Doesn't seem to have left the borders of France, the ZywOo pronunciation. But there we are.
I tried to bring it out once or twice.
I tried to, but then, well, we'll talk about it later. There is a hold of banana here from Apex. And when MBK was on the team, he went in an interview and said it is ZywOo, not ZywOo. But
that's not even true, though.
I know, right?
You hear the French commentators say it.
Because the Y you pronounce E in French, so. But again, it's like tacos got nothing to do with tacos. But if you could market it,
you remember back in the day when people used to be like Freiburg or Freiberg? You know what I mean?
I'm not trying to pronounce it.
People started saying Freiburg.
Yeah.
Like, there's always some problem. There's always some problem.
Do what's comfortable for you. Uncomfortable round for FunPlus Phoenix. They find themselves in a 3 versus 5. We still have Farley lurking towards the B bomb site, creeping around some smoke rays. There's actually 2 T smokes up at B. But still no rotation just yet, because there's only one gun firing at the moment. That's a big kill from Farley. That's a man who knows how to use a Galil. 30 seconds, and ZywOo starts to wonder now. Oh my God, that's disgusting.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
is there more? Does he have more? He knows where the last guy is on the site.
Oh, Apex!
Coming up top. Wow, Apex somehow.
They don't really know what's happening here, Vitality. Apex has got 10 HP, and FPX are figuring out where to go. 13 seconds. They're really running low on time, and they've left Zen. Oh, this is a big gamble versus Apex. And the coffins, he delivers the headshot as he needs to. Huge kill. They must have known he was low, but boy, did Apex just deliver that.
That was awesome. He could have forced them to plant and then peek after. Either way, he wins.
What do you think of the decision there where they leave Stico to cut off the rotation and send the 1v1?
It's too slow. It's too slow. Yeah.
I like it because I think that's great awareness of what you're, in terms of like late round calling and so on.
Sorry, who had the bomb? It wasn't him, though.
No. Stico was in spawn, so they left one guy to take the 1v1 on the bomb site. But I think in terms of like late round decision making, that's a hard one to even consider.
Yeah.
So while there's more than one like correct option in many scenarios, I like that they actually even tried that.
I'm actually a bit confused now as to what was happening because they're going to be, but Farley gets both kills and beat, but they still don't have the bomb to plant. So I don't know how they were too slow to actually get the plant down in the first place. But that's last round's problem. New issues now. Bracket crunch here with 3 CTs. Ooh, this is a perfect counter to that setup. Oh, 4. It's the full-on G2 setup here. Everybody peeking down into mid. ZywOo gets taken out by Stico. This is a strong lurk. The Molotov lands on top of the roof, so it doesn't actually molly Kyojin out of position. He looks uncomfortable, but he's playing with this angle well. 2 on 3. Bomb left in the CT's eyes. They can see it. They can protect it. And they've got 2 different ranges on it. Stico and Emmy quite low. Emmy doesn't feel confident to peek off this flash, but that's pretty much the last piece of utility they have besides this smoke. That'll go down to Arch. They clear this out. They can peek mid together. Looks like Shox understands what's coming. Takes matters into his own hands.
Yeah, Emmy really trying to isolate these fights here. Finds the bench player. Look at the bursting. Got to get the reload in. He's got cover. Shox pushing for the 1v1. Gets there just in time. A noble effort, credit to Stico as well, had a really awkward fight from the balcony, but still managed to eke out one more kill.
If he didn't get dinked, then they might have been in business. So Kyojin got the damage he needed to, but that whole time, that kind of G2, 2 players on each side mid setup it's just so powerful, especially if you're going to clear mid that way. If they had cleared mid the more careful way, where they thrown the Molotov to under balcony, plus they had the flash to push them off and didn't peek that at all, it would have made sense. But it was just a perfect counter setup from a read that Vitality had.
Vitality not smoking top mid as we've seen other teams do on their CT side for those deep grenades. And it's Maiden's turn to hunt now. Big flashbangs. He tries to make his way through the smoke. Could be 2, but on this occasion, it will be 0. That was a close one, though. If he was on that barrel a second earlier, then who knows how this one plays out. But here we are. The Hero AK in the hands of Stico.
It's a bit scrappy. Apex has been really consistent at the top of Banana. Blind or not.
Sorry, there's 2 AKs. Zen has the second one. Looking for his first kill in this game of Inferno. Score-wise, situation's not too bad for FPX, 3-2 on their T side. But there's great potential for Vitality to start to pull away, in fact, catch up and pull away if they can win this round.
Vitality have something of an identity crisis on this map because this was a really strong map, and when they had Navera on the team, they won like 18 out of 22 Inferno games. They were basically unstoppable, and Inferno came up in every series, so they just won like every series. They won entire tournaments with him. It was nuts, but as soon as Navera is off the team, and ZywOo doesn't really want to op on the map. Oh, what's happening here? Flank comes in from the CT side. Bomb gets dropped behind enemy lines, and Kyojin gets the final kill. Easy round for Vitality with that mid flank coming out.
You were saying?
They have trouble where ZywOo doesn't seem to want to op anymore. And he's like, I'm going to play on B. Sometimes he's buying the MP9, anchoring the B site. He doesn't want to be the arch rotator. Now he's back to that position, but they're definitely not as rock solid as they used to be. So it might have been for good reason. Now they're bringing in new help, and I think one of RPK's better maps was Inferno. So they've got to reteach a new player in Kyojin how to anchor on the site in the same way he did. And their CT side was already a bit strange. I'm not exactly sure though. The biggest question for me overall is why was ZywOo not comfortable hopping on the map?
See if Apex can protect this weapon. Be moving forward on Banana. Tight shot from Apex. I love the emotions that we see on his face, on the cameras and so on. Tells a great story. And he will dispose of the rifle as well, so he's done a great job in that respect. Still on Banana, just showing some presence as Farley tries to poke through the smoke and the bomb has been lost. Confident Apex, pulling the knife out. There we go. 4 rounds for Vitality now as FPX move back towards a bye, having a mixed results on Banana. 4 rounds in a row. They'll be looking to add a 5th one. Indeed, ZywOo a little cold at present, 1 to 5, but he turns up when he needs to.
Yeah, 12 and 3 for Apex, and just a key piece. If he's going to be fighting top banana control, it's kind of like Boomich, when he has a good games and he just plays sandbags every round and he gets all his kills, they're basically impossible to beat with that much map control, with how aggressive he wants to play. When he doesn't, it looks bad. And now ZywOo gets activated as well. Yeah, he takes a couple of tags on the way out, but he's fine. They have the man advantage. He still has the up in hand. Stiko half dodges this flash, gets the kill on Kyojin. That's a pit anchor down. Halls is under threat now. FPX will move in quickly. They've also taken top banana control as well. So even though ZywOo got away with his life earlier on, they've gotten a huge amount of compensation here.
That was a big drive-by from Stiko.
Oh!
And Apex gets deleted as well.
What is this? A B player over on the A site. First dead with Shocks in pit. Will they know?
Yeah, ZywOo's making his way over with the AWP. The scope has been heard, and he's going to get wrecked. That leaves Shocks in the pit with much to do. Maybe not expecting him here. He's got an angle now. He can buy some time for Masuta. That long smoke. Oh my God, Shocks! Oh. Classic vintage Shocks now. Masuta's turn to creep through the smoke, but Stiko has the angle, and it's an ace from Stiko. Absolute beast from the apartments to drive by to start things off. A man who, when he left Mousesports, a lot of people were thinking, I don't think he's a problem and so on, and he's proving to be one for Vitality on Inferno.
Back in those days, he was the hardcore support player for Mousesports, never got his credit, and I interviewed him a couple weeks ago in that YouTube video you haven't watched yet, James, and I asked him about this, and he said when he switched to Cloud9, he was going to demand more respect because he knew he was a better player than he was on Mousesports.
Yep.
But at the time, he was playing with players like Robs, Oscar. He couldn't get those spots. And now he's reinvented himself. Acing versus Vitality, key player on that round. A lot more to show. Trades go back and forth here with the mid push. And it's hard to say who comes out on top.
Vitality fighting fire with fire. ZywOo out there looking for jewels. Pop flash, Maiden just about avoids it, and there's the 2-man swing afterwards. That is quite the way to... Oh my God, I got no time to even talk.
That was icy.
The B-bomb site has been taken, and Stiko is looking for more. Kyojin in the red, Kyojin dead, shot through the barrels.
They just take both sites. There's not really any room to rotate. ZywOo's just, he doesn't even have a safe place to save. Stiko was just seen here, and oh my God, he's re-hunting down ZywOo coming towards the pit. This is insane. He literally was just in lane. Will ZywOo be aware of Stiko? Okay, he gets caught off. But this is information that's forced now. ZywOo's gonna get hunted down from the side.
Gratuitous violence, parental advisory, my God.
No way you said gratuitous. This is the UK pronunciation. Say gratuitous. Garage. Start saying garage.
Garage.
That's so strange.
Maybe it is gratuitous. I mispronounce things on a regular basis.
Huh. Okay. Well, I don't know.
I can't be
It's
trusted.
impossible to Google too, I think. So we'll just have to let it be a mystery. One of the great mysteries.
Well then, Zywoo and Vitality had a good run of success, but Stiko is dismantling them psychologically, physically. Great use of utility, attention to detail from FPX. Not looking to get caught by a number of Vitality players. It will be them who abuse the numbers, top mid. Pistols and a scout for Vitality in round number 10.
Damn, they come with a different level of force. It's like these cross flashes to the top of mid and the fast peek instead of the slow shouldering from both sides. And the triple peek comes out from the CT side, but the Ts are equally ready there, covering both sides over towards the cubby. Stiko doing a great job from Halls. Everybody getting kills, and yeah, FPX have come by force.
I can see how it would be a problem if you want to play a role that Rops is playing. Because you ain't going to play that role.
You can't.
It's not happening.
Yeah. You're not going to beat Robs at anything. So. Yeah, that's the hard part. But he also had, everybody on his team on Mouse Sports. It was just such a stacked lineup individually. It was just tough. So he ended up being one of the 2 role players on the roster. But yeah, came off onto his new lineup, said I'm going to take some more star player positions, and he's been doing great in them.
Maiden now feeling a little more bold as he heads towards Banana. Zywoo will avoid the usual grenades in a very unusual position with the AWP. Vitality with a plan towards Banana, expecting this to be contested as part of the default. Not sure if he's been seen just at Zywoo, but FPX surely wondering what the makeup of this team is. See Masuta looking to pop out at any time. There's the elevation. Oh, what has happened there?
He switched his gun.
Was that on purpose?
No, he switched before he shot. I think he was just a mechanical failure there, and oh, they just get desperate. Oh, they know how bad it gets if they let him through, and yeah, they were definitely correct. They needed to do something. As Apex just throwing something on the wall to see what sticks. I think he just quick switched before shooting.
In that position?
Just an accident. You don't ever do that? I mean, I never seen him
no, because,
do it, but I
was
do it all the
thinking,
time.
you know, like sometimes with certain mice, there's like a mouse wheel bug where your mouse wheel is kind of between 2 notches, and
yeah,
when you
but
click
most
mouse
people
1,
are...
it switches.
Oh.
You know what I mean? I was wondering because I was like, what?
Okay, but
maybe he just did QQ.
I mean, I don't know if he uses mouse wheel to jump. I hope he does.
Yeah. How much does it hurt you that I'm a spacebar master race?
It's fine. I can sit beside you. It's fine.
Do you know what though? I go on a B-hop server. I'm like, oh.
You're gonna break
not
your
B-hop
thumbs,
server,
man.
like a KZ server.
Yeah.
And when it's a B-hop map, like I'll get a certain point, and I have to
You're gonna take a
acknowledge
break.
that I have got to give up at some point.
You're gonna get a callus on your thumb.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
Sadly.
It's a health risk.
Well then, 4 rounds on their CT side Vitality of Inferno. FunPlus Phoenix are looking strong, and it's great to see. I think the players deserve it. Not one just yet, but they're in a good spot, and I'm sure Zywoo's got to be frustrated with that engagement with the AWP. Down he goes. Just running away now. Running back to the Shards of Harmony in the Vitality office. The full spray. Look at the harassment.
One thing I think is really important is that, you get the 120 bullets every single round, and you get them back whether you use them or not.
Right.
And it's free.
I'm not buying magazines anymore.
And everyone knows you're on the map. So sometimes shooting behind a smoke, use some bullets to spam. You know these angles like the back of your hand. And you know these timings really too. The smokes aren't really walls, so spraying through these smokes and all these different key positions, it's important for the damage that wins you the rounds. Sometimes it's going to get you the kills.
Note the elevated bomb plant you're seeing there. Just for those of you at home, if you plant on top of the coffins like that, if somebody's in construction trying to spray you, you have some protection from the wall. Whereas if you plant on the floor, then you can be sprayed through the coffin. So That's a detail that people may miss at home, but it's definitely one to try.
Feels like every time someone's coming up behind the smoke and CT spawn, like people are always missing these shots now. Like versus the planter on coffins, they'll like go up to construction against the wall and then like try to line it up. And they're always off by a bit. And I always wonder like how much are people practicing this, because it feels like it's a very important spam to get 100% right. Not that I practice it, but they should.
Yeah, right. Actually, that bomb plant needs a little practice because it's a little awkward. If you're not used to planting up there, you need to know where the edge is, if you will.
On the coffins.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of like awkward. It's awkward. Yeah.
It's like that BM plant on Dust 2 on the A bomb site where you plant
on top of the single box. Yeah.
Because some people will do it.
That one's so gangster.
Yeah, but some people will do it for bad plant where the guy can stand behind the box and defuse it.
Yes.
So you gotta make sure you're doing it properly.
Yeah. You used to be able to, do with the jumping scout, the peak of Counter-Strike, James. You could jumping scout from CT spawn. So that plan was so good.
Oh my God! There's nothing going their way. Continuation spray from Madden, and Masuta will answer in kind. All right then. Well, that's pretty good. They take Banana and leave only 3 T players. That is quite the handicap for FPX moving forward. ZywOo taking chunks, but again, they have Banana. Now maybe reading a faster response, ZywOo will be left towards B, but there'll be 3 on A for Vitality. They could be ready for this.
They're so good. They're ready. Surely Stiko can't get another 2 kills from here. Double setup it up at Arch.
They don't respond. They don't fire back. They're not telling them that they're there.
He's trying to bait him into coming through Cubby. Oh, wow, Kyojin. Nice shot.
Standing on a bicycle. We're in the circus now. Leaving Stiko in the apartments. You know where he has been, where he's likely to be, where he's caused him so much trouble. You can try to make it expensive.
Yeah. Just such an unlikely situation. Yeah. The amount of utility left over, it was just very smart from Vitality. And FPX tried to move quickly into taking over top mid control, but we had ZywOo, with a really important smoke down to the bottom B and like had eyes on it right away. So his teammates were fully comfortable. They got super comfortable on A. And this is like a ridiculous opening shot, but a more important couple of refrags there for Masuda. Immediately rotating over back to the other side.
Vitality have a chance for 7, and maybe that'll be enough. Maybe 5 is enough. This CT side seems to be more of a curse than a blessing for the French squad. Oh my God, 3 grenades and Shox is on 6 HP. Molly's coming their way as well. Look at all the junk being thrown by FPX.
Yeah, the double Molotov sandbags. Last volley gets missed. This one's for ZywOo. Leaves it open, but Masuda dies in his stead. ZywOo gets back, and Apex feels the need to have to fight. So much damage here done to the CTs. He pushes over. Head chopped off from Farley. Godflash comes in. They're coming in fast for the execute. Emmy to lead the charge. ZywOo back in the pillar. Opportunity to get another kill. Pushing from CT spawn. Kyojin last alive, so far away from the action. 1-on-3, and after that huge nade dump, it ends up working out splendidly here for FPX.
That was awesome to watch. Again, we saw late rounds towards the end of Dust 2 when ZywOo was lurking in mid, and they dealt with him. They threw that molly and so on. That was amazing to watch, and I feel like they've just pulled this one out of the hat towards the end of the half. So much junk thrown. Vitality were lucky to have that many players alive before they even saw the first FPX player. Absolutely dumping the truck on B.
Yeah.
And the money's not going to be amazing. ZywOo's got $200, and he is 5 for 11.
Oh, so uncomfortable. They were clearly like, all right, we're going to really double down on this and say, we think you want to fight for Banana this time around, but you're not gonna throw more nades than us. So you can try to fight, but we're going to make sure you get hurt for this. And Vitality really didn't have that many HEs either to do some damage to them while they were on Banana. This is interesting. It was really a one-way battle, and a great opening kill from Emmy as well. That just takes the edge off in a huge way. As soon as you get that opening kill, the next player starts making an even worse mistake to try to make up for it. And FPX has been really good at punishing the refrag most of the time. I think that shows in the scoreline here, 9-5. Last round at 2 ops in, 1 for Shox. Definitely a great hybrid opper. Not sure if that op is necessarily needed from what we've seen in this game over on the A site, but certainly 1 on B makes sense.
Angles being taken away once again. So he wants that early kill. He wants to get aggressive, but he has little choice but to move away. Baited, forced from his position. And look at this response. Look at the rotation from FPX. All those Molotovs, they won't hear the rotation of these T players. And now it's going to be a 4 versus 2 into the A bomb site if they can go fast enough. The smokes towards mini pit and so on. We can see Shocks moving up that long position now, which has been left open to some degree. Catches the bomb carrier, and there's no Trey looking for the third one, but Farley will take the angle and position. Apex moving towards Library. No commitment just yet from FPX. Stiko, normally lurking in the apartments, is dead, and Maiden will ring the bell of Apex, but not quite finish him off. Farley now, 1 versus 3, considering his options. He has 34 seconds and the bomb, looking for a 1v1. You can see Masuta's in the Library spot. Shows a bit of elbow, and that will bring Zaiwu back from the B bomb site, but again, he could race there, Farley. So it'll be another 1v1 opportunity on A. Masuta looking in CT spawn, but where is Monsieur Apex? Under the balcony. Can Farley find a safe bomb position? Oh, he'll be lucky to at this rate. Apex will find the gap, and there it is. 6 rounds for Vitality, a very difficult CT side for them. All credit to FPX. We'll see who is going to win the second half after the break.
Was good.
What score do you reckon? 2-0 or 2-1?
Oof. It feels like the 2-0 is. It feels like it's coming.
Really?
It feels like it's coming.
It does. I mean, yeah, that's undeniable. I think. Ooh, I almost threw my chair away.
And FPX were the better team in that half.
Yeah.
They became the better team on Dust 2 for sure.
Yes, they're growing
luck
with power.
involved.
They're growing with power. Like Ares, the more attrition there is, the stronger they become. That's Ares, right? I think it is.
That's about right.
Oh my days. We have a pistol round similar to the one we saw in the first half. Headshots all over the short position. Or late as the North Americans call it.
No CTs there. On B, excuse me.
Defuse kit has been collected by Stiko,
There's
and
smoke.
Off they go.
They're going to wait for it, though. They do. A very difficult round now. Oh. Apex planning front of quad. I think thought his teammate maybe had the bomb there. But a very good plant spot nonetheless. Apex pushing into construction. I mean, just late wandering off into there. Did he not expect someone to rotate over?
They could have had the classic Heat and Posse setup, but no, it'll just be the Shoxy setup. 1 versus 2 with a P250.
Oh my god.
Shaving the ear hair of Maiden, but he can't land between the ears, and that means the pistol goes away of FPX.
There's no guarantee they win, but I mean, come on. We gotta expect the rotation, the first natural rotation to be there through construction. So Apex maybe, I think, anticipated Shox had or didn't realize he had the bomb. Thought Shox had it, and that didn't really play off his teammate. Of course, if he got into construction, it would have been a great spot, but a little bit too slow once the plan happened.
Semler will be happy because FunPlus Phoenix have won both pistol rounds in this game of Inferno.
Yeah.
So that is that's a huge indicator as well for success, generally speaking. Statistically speaking, shout outs to Petar from HLTV. Oh my days, says I gotta stop saying that now. I've said that a lot of times in this series. It's a big headshot from Apex. We've seen some really violent frags.
I know, it's been crazy, some of these.
It's a natural reaction.
There's a lot of clotheslining going on.
Absolutely.
I don't even watch WWE, but that's something I got from there.
JBL style, clothesline from hell.
Yep.
He's an arsehole.
It's like their brand, though, isn't it?
No, but he genuinely was.
Oh,
so
like
I guess like,
yeah,
when he was a wrestler, yeah, he was. They would describe him as a stiff wrestler, where he would just like actually smash you in the face.
Oh,
yeah,
that's not very nice. What the hell?
No, he was a bit of a bully. In go Vitality, looking to bully the players on the B bomb side, but Emmy has something to say about this. How long can he stay alive for? There is a rotation towards construction. Maybe he stayed alive for long enough because Maiden is in position to trade the kill. The exchange will continue. Zen now spraying the bombs by the smoke as well. What is that from Masuta?
Nobody stop him. There's going to be another one coming, isn't it?
They're faking the plant. They're looking for Stiko to reveal himself, but he is smarter than that in the smoke.
Masuta's like young Shock sometimes with these frags.
I think he heard a footstep from Zaiwu there.
Yeah, but the plan is safe. He could spam, but that would reveal his position. Masuta, another clean headshot. We're going to have to get that package. I think we saw it from everyone else's perspective.
Really tight angles on some of these kills and really narrow margins as well. Well, it will be the reset, and that's a huge round for Vitality. They really had to win that one. Nasty, nasty frags from Masuta.
Just disgusting. Again, best performer over on Dust 2 as well. What more does he have to give? I honestly don't believe at this point that Vitality are the better team than FPX, at least today. And they're going to have to lean on that high individual ceiling that they have. I think, without a doubt, they have a higher individual ceiling. But, you know, it's always great in Counter-Strike that we can talk about the fact that the better team should win. And I think this is a really good example. FPX have a lot to be proud of. And provided they don't make the same mistakes, which I think were letting go of B control or losing B a bit too early yesterday versus NIP, and then struggling to come through with the retakes or being organized about how they retake. If they don't make those mistakes, I feel very good about their odds of winning this map. But this is a crazy heroic round for Masuta. Somehow after that, gets relegated to the MAC-10, but also can go on a shopping spree after this with the MAC-10 kills that he gets, knowing that they're saving. Nobody's got head armor except for Madden, the one man to stop Masuta. Will be in the right spot at the right time. Default here for Vitality. They throw some initial grenades to stop any B aggression.
Ooh. Opening kill from Farley.
And maybe the most important player to die.
Don't want to be losing that rifle for free. That's a lot of damage taken by Kyojin. He has to be careful. There are 5 dangerous weapons on the server. Let's not forget that 5-7 as well. Massive armor penetration.
Got you, boss.
Disgusting up close. You can see Zen jiggling. He does not want to take a fight in this position. That's pure information from him. Some pre-fire from Apex. So Pop Flash, just having a quick look, Zen, staying alive though, and have a look at the radar. We can see FPX making their way towards that CT spawn position. Zen trying to buy time for that rotation. Not sure if there are sound cues to be heard. Stico in the apartments once again. Farley through the smoke with 2. This is a catastrophe for Vitality. Stico with the high ground as well, tagging in graveyard position, just buying some more time. Oh. It turns around though.
Yeah.
It really does. But look at the combine. They've got 7 HP together.
Oh, it's crazy.
If a rifle or anything is collected by FPX, just make it a little easier to land that one shot, then my God. Oh dear. Farley's picked up an AK-47 and a second one. They've really got to be fast on the trigger finger here. Vitality. I've got more fingers than they've got HP together. Apex with a super tight angle, and there's Stico. He has no idea where Shox is, though. This is going to be close. He needs to get his skates on because he does not have a defuse kit. Will he check the graveyard position, though? Shox really waiting. So much pre-fire. Oh, these rounds are so nervous for Vitality, but they just about survive.
They organize into a really, really nice post plant there, and they make it tricky. It comes down to, do they get the first bullet off? If they do, they can win, obviously, and they do with those positions, but Shox doesn't get in the graveyard, I honestly think they lose. So that's very nice. And we can walk by the fact that James just said he had 16 fingers and talk about how nice that post plant was from Vitality, because now they're within 2 of tying it up.
They had 7 HP.
They had 7 and 8 HP.
Wasn't it 3 and 7? I mean 4. Shut up! Can't believe we've done this.
I didn't do anything.
Well, we've got another big investment from FunPlus Phoenix. They'll leave money in the hole in Farley's wallet for the AWP to come. But they're looking to continue the conversation with Vitality, let's say. Looking to parlay.
Oh. This was the tricky part here. Whenever it came to interactions with the smoke at top car coming into the site, FPX almost always got caught off guard in some way. But of course, this isn't a round. They're not supposed to win this round. So, oh, I think he saw a leg, but I don't know, man. It looked like Shox almost played with that information himself. Came back just to make sure.
At this point, I think FPX are depending on a timely smoke grenade. But they've got Shox. He's the information man. He does not have much to lose here with the MAC-10. He can investigate the A bomb site and see if it's clear. Pull that rotation away. Uncontested as he makes his way up towards the long position and onto the site. You'll see that everybody is probably on the B bomb site, and that is exactly the information Vitality needed. They need a breather. They need a more relaxing end to a round, and this one may be the one.
Space created here with the MAC-10. There's a couple of great things about it. It's just that you're more likely to take a risk when you have the MAC-10 for these pushes, and you're more than welcome to scout because you want those MAC-10 kills anyway. So picking a MAC-10 over an AK, it's not just like a smart choice. It's a lifestyle, honestly. And there's certain players that you want. Sanji,
God,
exactly.
Sanji.
Almanac, you know what I mean? They love this gun, and it's a very important. It makes the rounds different since they have it. Everyone wants to be very protective of their AK and be careful, but sometimes you need to play like this, where if they get smoked out top banana, Shox is already halfway through Arch because he's fine to take a risk, and then opens up the other half of the map.
FPX on a hard eco now. So crucial Vitality reset them after that pistol round. Actually better Vitality win round 2 than round 1. As long as you get the consecutive, put the loss bonus in the bin. Maximum range from Shox, smart stuff. Takes the furthest away angle, and that keeps him alive.
Some people are mad about the fact that the Zeus does an instant kill when it does damage. I don't think that makes sense, though. What do you think?
What?
Like, do you it makes sense that the Zeus does do less damage if you're far away, right? But still does some.
It's a game, so sure, why not?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it makes it balanced, otherwise it'd be overpowered.
So everyone shut up.
Yeah, shut up. What he said. He said it, not me.
Yeah, we said it.
4 rounds in a row from Vitality, and FunPlus Phoenix move into their buy round on the CT side. Farley will be wielding the AWP. It's been a quiet game for Zen. He had 0 kills for a long time. See if he can improve things now that he moves onto the CT side, and the grenades continue from FPX. And they're out of there before they take much damage, only to re-emerge even stronger with more HE grenades. Warning shots early in the first buy versus buy.
Oh, Farley. Oh, he's caught. almost bounces out of danger.
Oh,
and
no.
then Zen comes in to just help out his buddy, get some compensation back, take over lane control. But there are 2 players there, and Emmy gets spotted pushing down.
Oh, it's the bomb carrier.
He can turn the corner, though, and he's out of dodge. He can get through halls, and it's all good for him. Oh, wait. Whoa, the bomb.
Oh, my
wow.
God. Oh, my days. What's going on?
Onto the balcony.
Shocks on the run to the A bomb site. Just when he thought it was safe, I thought the round was over, but suddenly the bomb is spotted.
Oh,
the bomb site is surrounded. Zaibu with an off angle in the library. He won't be checked for, surely, by Maiden, but he's focusing on CT. There is a timing here, but Zaibu's got to get a kill here. Just about. That leaves a 3 versus 2. Emmy down to 30 HP, and that angle from Zaibu, it seems, will put a stop to things, but so many nervous rounds for Vitality here.
They're thinking fast, though. That was some really cool stuff. Mid-round-wise, that was very, very smart. I mean, I love how they just got the bomb into halls, and they didn't get the kill afterwards, but the idea was really cool, that player can actually now just fight if he wants to, and the bomb can still safely make it back into the site. And then they have the smoke go down on Moto specifically to draw attention away from Zaiwu. And it serves not only for Zaiwu to get a kill, but let's say Zaiwu died or there's more than one player there. The Moto smoke still exists, and it's still very valuable for them in the post plant. So super cool stuff here from Vitality to take another round away. And I feel like most of the time, at least I've been talking about FPX and the cool stuff they've been doing, and it really feels that Vitality have been, leaning on these faster rounds and individual skill, but now we're getting some cool tactics out of them too.
They have quickly strung a number of rounds together, Vitality, and they're suddenly in the lead. Maybe they'll win each other's map picks. Still early days here, relatively speaking. It's a good buy from FPX, mostly, considering the situation they were in at the end of the last round. Shocks now with the AWP starting to creep up. Very timely smoke grenade from Farley. He is Deagle only for now. Zen looking to catch a player hopping up. See if we have the silent boost.
Can't hold this forever because that smoke is down on the long haul. So he'll get into the boiler a little bit more comfortable. But it's all fake pressure here. They throw that Molotov on lane to get the Opper back, if there is one. But people are disrespecting these lane nades all the time, and they have boiler presence. So now the rotation comes over to B. But the T's are pretty quick.
They are. The numbers are coming through. Maiden, look at the transfer. Maiden and Emmy combining. And Maiden's still alive for now. Needs a reload, though. Stico has rotated over as well, but he's got no support grenades, no flashes or otherwise. Does he go ahead of that Molotov to try and make a play? He's going to do exactly that, but Misuita will delete him. Stico through the smoke lands a headshot to Shocks. And look at the health on these Vitality players. They've been here before, but the guns are more dangerous now in the hands of FPX. Jump peeking from Zen gives a free kill away. Stico looking to run off the distraction, sees Misuita, knows where Apex is. He's got a headshot angle though. He just needs one more bullet, but can he find it? 19 HP, running out of bullets himself, Stico. He's got a defuse kit, and Apex is out of there. Now things become even more awkward. The flashbang, and surely he can't do this one. He's flashed himself as well. Oh, that was the peak from Apex, but he can't find it, and it's too late. Somehow Apex has escaped, and the round will go the way of Vitality, and it just continues.
My God, such an awkward duel. Neither of them could get any damage off. Apex only had 7 HP, but he was on the headshot angle, so it was, all or nothing. And, yeah, Stico cannot land it. Even the shoulder peek at the end, maybe there's an opportunity to get the defuse off. So this is a bit of a flub here from Stico in the 1v1. There was Maiden who came through the side of the Molotov. It's calling him forward. He sees the gap. He's like, I want to run through this. It's going to be a timing. But that Fountain and the player on second oranges, he lives for an extra second, comes to, and deals with that fight easily. So I actually think that this is one of those specific moments where FPX were failing yesterday, where they'd actually have an advantage coming into a post plant, have a really solid hold at first, and things would still continue to fall apart. This is going to cost them a round, but also their economy. 12-10, looking at 13-10 in the face.
Yeah, the jump peek from Zen behind the smoke, getting killed for free after that, really made things harder. So close and yet so far, and that's been a number of these rounds that Vitality have won. Yeah. They've won them by a reasonably small margin, but they've won all of those situations. And suddenly, the pendulum has changed in their favor, but now they've lost 2 players to this pistoling side, and they really need to combine and clear out a bomb site quickly without further losses.
Crazy. Everybody has been throwing this smoke this way, where they leave a crack on the inside by Banana, and it's always worked out for the CTs. I can't understand how it's been so one-sided, because it's pretty obvious that people are doing it now, but it's working.
Yeah, the CTs further away will have a slight advantage. We see a heavy execute now, but we have a player boosted up who will be a problem, and that's Emmy. Not even falling off. 5 versus 2 versus Pistols. But again, there is enough firepower here to do something about it. That swiftly changes with Stico now. Jiggling, falling away. Shock's trying to thin the numbers out before he has to plant the bomb. And he has bomb plant pressure. It's inside the fountain as well. Could barely be more awkward. Tagging from CT, tagging from the coffins. Down they go. We'll see how many rifles can be collected here. 2 at the very least.
Yeah, great work staying annoying, and they bring it back. It was going to be a tragic round, actually, if they lost that, because, 13-10, and I still don't even know if they had enough money. So they get the full-on win bonus now, up in hand, plus they were saving. This recovers things completely. Totally changes the story. Now, on the other side of things, for Vitality, they're still fine. They've got lots of money to invest, and they can even op up if they'd like to, even though that's not necessarily the prerogative on T side. Inferno, specifically. So, instead they'll save money, go into the full rifles, spread out. What's the game plan? It's kind of a mental reset for both teams after that. This really could have just been a tragic loss for FPX. That actually couldn't have been more crucial.
Seems that Vitality for now are done eating grenades on Banana, and they will not contest it. Vitality not too bothered with the silent boost into the apartments. There was a man standing on a barrel, but they not too bothered really.
Yeah, this actually is a really strong start for Vitality for that exact reason, because we see how much utility FPX have already committed to taking and doing damage on Banana, whether or not they take control of it. They've got 1 Molotov left here, and 1 smoke now at a minute on the clock. Versus 4 Molotovs, 3 smokes, and an HE, 2 flashes as well for Vitality.
It seems they've learned to respect that smoke. Farley makes his way back towards the A bomb site as the grenades start to stream in. Everybody in the apartments right now for Vitality. They've got 45 seconds on the clock. No more lurker towards B either. We see Shocks make his way in. FPX are not really clear as to what exactly is going on. The question is, for me, can Farley get 2 from this position?
Yeah, that's tough. They're going to have re-smoke into... Yeah, there's not even a shot here for him to take. It's going to be blind. Probably no retake possible here as Farley drops some empty shots through the smoke. Zen on the hold, grabs 2, perfect multi. He's got the cover of Graveyard and another player coming up on his side, but they deal with him. He doesn't go for another peek. Pick control taken over, bomb down, and again, no retake grenades besides these 2 flashes.
But the smokes have gone already. Kyojin playing the headshot angle, trying to draw them in. You can see the pit angles being held. So Apex, if he peeks, he's going to get deleted immediately. Indeed, he will be. Down to the pistol now, maybe, for Farley. If there's 1 versus 1, Kyojin looking for those taps, and he starts to move to the side. What a swing, what a headshot from Kyojin to put Vitality on 13. That was beautiful.
It's not often you're seeing Kyojin in these 1v1s, but that looked like a moment where he's very comfortable. Of course, Farley didn't cross as far as he thought he would, but his aim carried it over the line. That was a beautiful headshot through the box. And obviously all 3 kills in the post plan as well. Can't forget about that. Vitality, hard-earned 24th round there to keep this 2-round gap and to keep their foot on the neck of FPX. Money's low.
Yeah, these rounds are so close, but again, Vitality winning all but 1 of them. And it was versus the Pistols, that uncertainty, that anarchy.
It's like you said, so many close situations, but Vitality just slightly better each time.
Hello. And thank you for the Desert Eagle, for the AK rather, says Farley. Shocked to not be saying thank you for the Desert Eagle. Receives it in an unpalatable fashion, let's say.
I mean, he's so good-mannered, he'd probably say thank you.
Yeah. Well then, plenty of presence shown on Banana. The noise is suddenly cut. Are you going to go? Looks like it is a full commit here. 4 players. Got a counter grenade, but how about that for some spray? Apex finds 2 through the smoke, and it's just FPX seem cursed in this game of Inferno. Just nothing going their way whatsoever.
Man, that was the stray bullet through the smoke to coffins of all things. That was actually pretty fortunate. The first one, I can understand. He's specifically trying to cut this angle off. Getting both, I mean, that can make a world of difference. Look at the health. I think James has almost as many fingers as Apex and Kyojin have HP.
I hope not. Maybe in a year or 2 from the vaccine. Well then, I mean,
Is this it?
Vertigo may be on the way.
Yeah, at least they'll have the 3 alive here to say goodbye. But they lost 2 MP9s last round. They just don't even have enough for rifles here. I don't know. I don't think anyone can drop rifles. Oh, actually, no, they can. They can. They're actually fine. Guess neither of us can do math.
Little more damage on FPX, on Vitality, sorry. Oh, man, it's what a bizarre half of
look at this
Counter-Strike. It's absolutely crazy.
Mercury's in retro.
But I mean, Apex put himself in a position to win, and he got the 2 kills. What can you say?
It's true, yeah. So the thing about like smoke spams and timings, if it happens all the time,
yeah,
you know,
he's looking for it. That's what he's looking for. He got what he's looking for. So while there is an element of chance there, he's created it for himself, and he will benefit from the results.
Oh.
Well then, a big risk taken by FunPlus Phoenix as in a half where not anything has really gone their way, and it continues in such a fashion as Vitality storm towards Vertigo.
They're already getting desperate. I think the irony is that they didn't really need to make a desperate play. They just needed to tighten up a bit in their more simple stuff, whether it comes to their B holds. But I think Vitality, they found the perfect game plan right here. They made FPX very uncomfortable. And it's crazy. It feels like FPX are this close to turning their Inferno into a really, really strong map, but there seems to be the CT side issue, at least from the small sample size of maps they've played here at Flashpoint.
AWP lurking in that short area. And Vitality start to emerge towards B. Zen looking for info top mid. Doesn't see anybody there, but, well, we'll see that rotation now from Stico and Zen towards the B bomb site. But it seems that it will be A, so Farley will be on an island. 1 versus 5, it's looking like.
Yeah.
These grenades will tell a story, but they're so deep in this B bomb site, FPX, that I can't see much happening. Hold on a second. Emmy's gone through the smoke on Banana. They are trying to race forward, but that Moto smoke, the library smoke, is appearing. Oh boy, he's in trouble.
Yeah, he's got a lot of food on his plate.
Scopes in, we've got to push, that's the bomb, that's the bomb! Someone's got to go back and get it. 13 seconds, Emmy appearing now, Disaster is here. Oh. Apex faking the plant, we've got a double peek coming through, but he's not ready! The trade is here from Emmy, oh my god.
They had to run through the smokes, and they had to have Emmy run all the way on the flank and commit. They made a mistake there with the gamble stack, but they immediately made up for it. They basically admitted their mistake quickly, right? I think they didn't commit to the gamble and say, we'll save and go for match point. They defend against it by just making a really fast mid-round call and taking the risks, but taking them together. Emmy's here, 2 CTs coming through the smokes. Yes, tactically, Vitality were perfect. They threw their flash on B, got up to A quickly, didn't get fast flanked right away, but FPX were right on their tails. That was such a close situation, but finally one that goes the way of FPX. Funnily enough, around where you wouldn't call them the better team up until that point, but they still manage it. Tons of money here for Vitality. Really, no sweat off the brow. 1v1 for FPX means they maybe will have to make a concession in something. Looks like they have pretty good grenades overall, though.
You can see the frustration on the face of Stico. Spoke about him not showing much emotion earlier on, but we can definitely see some now. A very frustrating half of Counter-Strike for them. Haven't got any consecutive rounds in this half, but now's the time to do it because the money is starting to get a little low for Vitality. We're seeing that deep smoke grenade. Didn't really see this from Vitality's side, but from FPX we will. Kyojin by the tree. He may have some issues coming his way. Molotov and a HE grenade. I miss the days when you could be boosted into the tree. Stico starts to head towards the A bomb site now. Vitality playing a slow round. Round 27. You can see the bomb heading towards the apartments. Will it be a Halls pop? Zen is on the balcony with an MP9 at present.
Wow, this is an interesting call. They get the rotation. Look at the rotations. CTs are panicking right now. Meanwhile, the farthest extremity of the map's getting pushed. Stico with a very smart incendiary just in case. This might be one hell of a read. CTs start to get more comfy within the site. And Stico, look at him, man. He is just fully well aware of what's actually happening with no B attack coming.
Oh,
Farley, though.
He's gone too deep on the first one, and he's been dropped. Stico will just about drop Masuta. Hasn't seen the bomb just yet, which is on Panana. That's a huge headshot from Kyojin. This one is all over the place. Teams trying to outmaneuver each other, but the numbers are falling for FunPlus Phoenix. Maiden now popping out from the tree. We've got a flying shock with the MAC-10. And this may be the end of the line for FunPlus Phoenix. Man,
Stico was the man with all the secrets. He had the bomb codes right there. The way that he played that was clear. He was so prescient about what exec was coming even though there was all that pressure towards B and his teammates left him, he Molotov hauls all. He dropped that one-way smoke on lane, walked around it to get the kill. He basically had all of the good information, but every single piece died around him, even after he got the one kill.
So many things happening, so many different things happening in that round. That was really fun to watch. Then misses the shot, and FPX will not hold anything to bring into what could be the final round of Inferno.
That was looking like such a perfect round from Vitality, and they still won, but they had to make a last-second adjustment because of some of the utility that came through. You know, Farley dying there could have been it could have been the world for FPX if he got that. If he held down the op and didn't actually overextend into mid and stayed back, they were going to come towards him in Arch. But he got the memo a little bit too late. A mixed buy with the Deagle and CZ in hand for FPX. They've still got a lot of utility, and they have done it with just Deagles in the past. So we can't write them off just yet.
Yeah, these are the weirder rounds. Farley could be in trouble now. They need to get a trade frag here, but he knows they're looking for it. Masuta now closing down the distance. Grenade for Farley. He'll not have a chance. Storming through, only 2 of the 4 players as the bomb is still on the ramp. 2 of the 3 players, rather. The bomb is T-ramp waiting for something to be secured, but how does he make it there? Stiko now on the A bomb site, dancing with ZywOo, who's ready for Emmy to swing. The game sense of this man is just at maximum levels. Maiden now wondering where the bomb carrier is. Looking towards the apartments as ZywOo stands on the A bomb site.
Oh, couldn't be farther away from the B site at this point, so even if he kills ZywOo right away, it's just going to be a long round, an unlikely retake, and this is where his stomach drops over in pit, knowing it's B.
It is a long run. I'm not sure if there's a defuse kit in this round, so he's going to have so much to do. Could be caught with utility as well. We've got a quick jump peek from Apex. Doesn't see much of anything, but he'll certainly get the sound cue soon. Oh, he's going to get caught with a grenade in his hand. Oh, and now there is a chance. It is on. ZywOo is going to have to make a play here. He's got to hold on to the bomb, though. Oh, dear. That's going to be it. That's going to be the game right there. That Molotov completely covering the bomb. Absolute 0 chance for Maiden. 16-12 for Vitality. They take Inferno, winning so many narrow rounds versus FunPlus Phoenix, who've got to be frustrated at the way they were on the receiving end of all of that.